why I'm a PNG, because I was running all over the place. I didn't have time to charge my phone.
She ran so much that she lost her third dimension.
I only had 2 dimensions in the first place. I'm just not animated. Anyway, sorry about that. I had a lot of stuff happening. I had a ultrasound. I totally went. I went out for dinner because, you know.
And yet you still had to cook.
Yeah, I still had to cook for my dogs. Luckily, I also got ice cream along the way for the dinner. But it still took a while. The turkey would not, I mean, not turkey, the chicken would not cook. The chicken was like, nah, I'm not gonna cook, it said. I'm gonna stay frozen.
Oh, that's your problem.
Well, I put it out to defrost, like, as soon as I realized the dogs weren't feeling well, but it didn't defrost fast enough. Da-da-da. Wait a second. That's the wrong thing. I need Azure on this one, and then the game on this one. Sorry, guys. You have to deal with me putting everything together last minute, because I did not have time.
I have not seen this PNG of you before.
It's new. One of my VTuber group buddies made it for me.
There are no thoughts going on in that head.
Yeah, no thoughts. Only destruction. Alright, anyway. Where we last left off. It's gonna be dawn soon. And as you can see,
the sun will rise.
And as you can see, since the title name of the thing is Fate Stay Night, this must mean this is the last chapter, or at least part 1 of the last chapter. So let's get started.
It's too much to hope that we get through this tonight.
Yeah. Let's get started. And I've already unplugged the controller, so I don't know why a controller thing keeps popping up.
Did you start the game before you unplugged the controller?
Maybe.
That might be it then. Soon the sun will rise.
In a few minutes, the sun will rise. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh God. 20. That thing is like 20 years old now.
Yeah.
In case you guys want to feel depressed.
It's fine. Just think that we predate YouTube, Azure. Just think that.
The long night is about to end.
Does everything sound good, guys? Just before I go, because I like put this together last second. It looks like all the audio is going through everywhere. But just to be sure, chat, can you hear us okay?
Are we both coming through?
Mm-hmm. Before we start, I figured sound good. Good. I didn't want to keep going and us to keep, you know, like a couple other times.
Oop, you got something going on.
I didn't want to go like the other times where Azure would be muted, or I would be muted, and it would be very awkward.
I think it's fine, because I just pulled up your stream. I can hear us both.
Hooray!
Although I'm a little quiet.
Yeah. Well, I can't do anything about that Azure. You are already pulled up to 100% on my Discord. So which means one day when I assume that you'll get a better microphone, that my ears will bleed the second I hear you talk.
Oh!
Sick AF.
It'll be the last one.
Dang. That sucks. You and my dogs both, Neko. Anyway, it'll be the last one soon. Let's go.
During the night, Saber and I traveled to our final destination. Bloodlines.
Yeah, unlike the last time. Now I remember what happened. We chose the wrong selection last time.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel like there's more, like, effects.
Yeah.
As in to say, it's like, congratulations, you made the right choice this time.
Mm-hmm. Shirou, this...
I hear the tension in Saber's voice. She's not the only one. As I quietly nod, I feel a cold sweat trickling down my neck. The mountain feels like a living thing. Chills run down my spine. Stifling pressure assails me with every step I take.
And every breath you take?
Every move you make. It took me a minute to remember what the actual lyrics of that song are. The air is thick and damp.
The mana is dense. It feels exactly the same as 10 years ago. I expect that at the very top.
The summoning of the Holy Grail has begun. Maybe it's even over by now. Either way, Gilgamesh has probably defeated Lancer.
Probably?
I mean, it is his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go over it one more time, Saber. Which means we can add Fate Stay Night to doesthedogdie.com. Once we reach the top, the only thing left will be the fight. You take care of Gilgamesh, and I'll take care of the Master, Kotomine. Neither of us will get involved in the other's fight. If one of us defeats their opponent, that'll be the end of it.
Yes, this time I will concentrate on my own fight. Kotomine is an enemy you must defeat yourself.
Right. Yeah, leave him to me. And Saber, don't let him beat you.
Yes, on my honor, I will not lose to him, not as a servant, but as a heroic spirit. I shall not submit to that king.
I am nobody's wife.
Mm-hmm. I am the husband in this relationship, and you will respect me!
There is no longer hesitation or worry in her voice. I don't need to say anything else to her. We will head to battle and determine the final master in this war. But if in the process, if one of us dies, the survivor just has to kill their opponent. Even if I'm defeated, as long as Saber defeats Gilgamesh, Kotomine won't get his hands on the Holy Grail. At the same time, if Saber is defeated, but I defeat Kotomine, Gilgamesh can't stay manifested.
Yeah, but this is... okay.
We already went over why that's not right the first time we did this. Go see the last part if we want to find out why that doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to cover for each other. This battle is now each of ours alone. Though if you do defeat Gilgamesh, please help. And so we climb the stone steps. The closer we get to the temple gate, the denser the air gets. Sweat trickles down my back. An ominous premonition creeps over me. At the top of this stone staircase, our greatest enemies await us. But I don't really care about that. We go up the stairs, closer and closer to the temple gate. Everything will be over. No matter who wins this battle, Saber will disappear. The endless but fleeting days of fighting will finally be over, and Saber will disappear from the world. She'll return to her time where she belongs. And I can't say I don't have any regrets. I'm going to lose Saber. I'm going to lose the person I vowed to protect. The person I most want to be happy. Even now, I don't know just how painful that will be. For now, we're still walking together and I can feel her presence. I'm not prepared to lose her. Even if I knew a few days before. Even if from the moment we met, I knew we would eventually part ways. Thinking back, we made so many memories. We walked together some nights, fought together some nights,
Dang,
fought each other some nights.
Bryn watched some nights. That was weird, but...
specifically one night.
Yeah. Are you sure? I could have swore she was there that one. Never mind. Anyway. But dang. How to say, you made the right choice by having a monologue about, dang, remember all those times? Here's the flashback episode.
It's like, usually you save the really dead monologue until after the person starts to die.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I did everything I could to prevent Saber, a girl, from fighting. But she kicked my ass in the dojo. I also slept in the shed because I was too embarrassed to sleep in a room right next to hers. We ate lunch together. Saber liked baths, she liked my cooking, liked the clothes Tosaka brought her, and she had incoherent conversations with Fujinari. She pushed herself, shouldered all the burdens herself, and finally collapsed. And then we explored the depths of our hearts in the ruins. Things took a turn after that. I couldn't stop thinking about Saber. My purpose for fighting changed, and I realized I loved her. How can I lose something like that? Saber doesn't say anything. I can't think of anything to say either. Once we've climbed the stairs and reached the top, there will be nothing for us to talk about. A little while later, I'll lose Saber and have to say goodbye. But this is the only time we have to say goodbye. We climb the stairs. If I want to avoid saying goodbye, I just have to chatter about insignificant stuff like before. For example, let's go to town when we go home. What should we eat for breakfast tomorrow? Insignificant stuff.
Yeah, but Shirou, you know that it's not gonna happen. There is no tomorrow.
Let me cope! I can't even seem to do that, though. Because whatever I say, those could end up being our last words. A clear end. Neither Saber nor I could say a clear goodbye. And now we're at the temple gate. This is my last chance. If we proceed, it'll all be over. But if we go back, maybe I can think of something that would stop me from losing her. Saber. I stop and turn to Saber. She is the same as ever. Her face is composed, but her eyes seem tense, like she's trying to hold something in. She's trying to hold down a hiccup. The moment I see those eyes, I am assailed by temptation on all sides. Temptation to run away. Temptation to turn back so I don't lose her. Temptation to tell her what I really want, assuring me she'll accept.
Temptation to probably just, do it in the woods right now. No, I'm kidding. I've never.
Just take me right here on the steps.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this super awkward for Kirei and Gilgamesh. I resolve waivers. It's psychological warfare.
Nobody wants to see teenagers randomly doing it in places. That's why they have the no loitering signs.
I would hope no one wants to see that.
Gilgamesh go to me and they'd be like, "Ew, Shirou, I killed children. I'm not that deprived."
Ugh.
Ugh.
No. The temptations are begging, itching to be voiced. I bite my tongue. Let's go. This will be our final battle. I tell her just like usual as her master. Saber nods silently. I see the strength in her eyes, full of resolve as they always are. I won't make any requests. The same way she believes in me, I'm going to believe I made the right choice. I mean, we know that we made the right choice. Like, Taiga and Ilya basically told us in that Taiga dojo which was the right choice.
They told us that this is the correct way to go.
I crossed the threshold of the temple gate. There's no turning back now.
Even though I guessed what the correct choice was even before we went into the Taiga dojo.
Then why didn't you stop me?
I said I guessed before we went into the Tiger Dojo. Before we went into the Tiger Dojo, I never realized that was the correct answer.
Like, it completely, escaped my mind that it's like, oh yeah, Shirou never gave Avalon back to Saber.
Yeah.
I can't say anything. Not that I could say what I really wanted anyway. But I want to at least believe that this frustrated silence managed to convey my feelings. Man, Shirou's really hoping that silence says a lot for him. We finished climbing the long stone stairs.
How many times do I have to tell this to every protagonist? Nobody can know what you're thinking until you say something, you dumbasses.
Just because we can hear your inner thoughts doesn't mean that the people in your world can. This is our final memory of our time together here on this earth.
Ooh.
The summit is bathed in a crimson glow. Wind whips at my face, seeming to come from that red light somewhere at the rear of the temple grounds. The air is heavy with death. It reminds me of that fire 10 years ago. But it's different. Bound up in the red light, I spy something that looks like it's going to ooze out over the temple itself.
It's say I couldn't run.
It's out past the building. Take, friend maker. A glistening blackness, like mucus, spreads over the vivid red. Mud spreads like oil over the clear ground. It oozes over the ground, contaminating it, killing everything it touches. It's like a visible curse. Even a mage like me, still in training as I am, understands that stuff only acts on the human psyche. It will only swallow human bodies. You're finally here. I've been waiting, Saber. Gilgamesh stands there, haloed by the vivid red glow. He pays no mind to the blood-red glow or the death-shrouded blackness. The servant armored in gold waits in the middle of the temple grounds for Saber and Saber alone. You've come at a good time. The Holy Grail has finally decided to show itself, and it's starting to open up.
Gross.
The curse is what the Holy Grail holds within. It is the third element that keeps us servants in this world. It is what spilled onto me 10 years ago.
Gross.
Yes.
Why'd you let
Would
Grail
you like me to
ooze get
describe
all
how
over
I was
Gilgamesh?
naked again?
Why you let Grail ooze get out? I bet they're still stuck in random places that somewhere on your body. That's disgusting.
So many crooks and nannies in that armor. Saber is similarly focused on him. She steps forward and points her sword at the knight in front of her.
Gilgamesh, what are your intentions? That curse, what do you plan on doing with the thing that falsely presents itself as the Holy Grail?
I've already told you that I have no wish. I don't care what Kotomine does with the Grail. Right now, my only interest is you. As if to answer, the Golden Knight raises one arm. At the same time, a shimmering haze forms behind him. The King's treasure. Hundreds of noble phantasms are readied in that haze, like bullets loaded into a gun. The time has finally come. I've been thinking of this moment for so long, Saber. I've been thinking of how to pin you down as you struggle and make you swallow that mud.
Sorry, not this route, buddy.
I'm going to stomp on your sobbing faces and make you drink the mud until it's dyed your entire body. I've imagined you writhing beneath me as the agony of death drives you mad, while your pathetic, filthy figure clings to my feet.
See, if that were to happen, honestly, the opposite might happen more likely. I'm going to be honest with you.
Saber's like, you know what? Compared to marrying you, I think that's not so bad.
Well said. You will, I am sure, not object to meeting the same fate then, King of Heroes.
She takes another step.
In Carnival
Saber walks
Phantasm, you'll see. You will all see.
I am going to dom you. Saber walks right into the range of all those noble phantasms. This isn't a battle I can help with. No ordinary human could step into this battle between Saber and Gilgamesh. Precisely what I expect of you, Saber. You know you can't possibly win, but you are still defiant, showing your fighting spirit. You are truly a fitting finale for this festival. Or should I say carnival? I will not permit any outsiders to interfere. You, mongrel, if you plan to fight Kotamine, be gone. He awaits you at the altar. Kotamine's waiting?
It's a trick, Shirou. Don't go.
I glance at Saber. She gives a slight nod, her eyes still on Gilgamesh. As I leave, I feel her wishing me luck.
Don't die, you dumbass.
I turn around. My opponent is elsewhere. Behind me, as I run, I hear the sound of Saber's deadly battle beginning. Deep in the grounds, behind Ryudo Temple's main building is a large lake. It's been untouched for a long time, making it seem sacred, like it's inhabited by a dragon god. The lake's clear blue water is so pure and clean, with not a trace of cloudiness. At least, that was true until yesterday. The lake is far from pure now. Red phosphorescence spreads out before me. It is a sea of dark, murky tar. And...
Ooh. Ooh, spooky.
she's T-posing for dominance! A hollow chasm yawns in midair, the body of a young girl floating near, an offering. Koto Mine!
Hey, look, guys, it's the music from the opening when you open the game.
I've been trying to remain calm all this time, but that sight drives me over the edge. I stop and glare at the enemy. Welcome, Shirou, the final surviving master. The ends of his lips curl up in a smile. He spreads his arms in greeting.
Yorokobi Shonen.
Our final battle will be fought here. This will be the summoning altar in this Holy Grail War.
Behold, as we get more CG stuff happening because we chose the correct route. Gross.
Yeah. Put down Ilya! I'll thrash you after that! We're about to... So, yeah.
Kotamine, since
Sorry,
when were you
I am
monologuing?
narrating this part. I'm so used to not seeing quotation marks in the correct place. What can I say? We're about 10 meters apart. As soon as I take another step, the battle will begin. I don't know what kind of mage Kotamine is, but he'll likely use projectile weapons like Tosaka.
No. No.
Nice.
No.
He's got black keys.
He's
right?
yeah. He's Sure, here's another.
But also a lot of hand-to-hand.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, here's another question.
On the other hand, my only option is to get close and punch him in the face. Even with Tosaka's dagger concealed behind me, I still need to get close. Once the battle starts, my only option is to rush him and stab him in the chest. But before that, I need to do something about Ilya.
Do you, though?
Hey! Did you hear me? I told you to put Ilya down! What kind of scum are you, taking pleasure in tormenting a child like her?
Oh, I heard you, but I cannot do as you ask. The Holy Grail has appeared, but its hollows is still unstable. As the point of contact with the Holy Grail, I need her to endure for as long as her life lasts, or else my wish will not be granted.
As long as her life lasts, then Ilya's still alive. If you have no intention of bringing her down, I'll have to make you. I'm gonna stop your wish. This dark mud, right here, right now!
Ah, I see. Do you believe this is my wish? I have to hand it to Karitsugu. His son had such a keen sense of things. What a shock. 2 generations of Emias completely mistaken.
What?
Kotomine, I... It's like you're being facetious, right? That you're shocked, right? I want to be sure, because I can't tell with
I
you.
just like hearing the sound of my own voice, honestly. I did not create this mud. This is the power flowing from the Holy Grail itself. Though it should normally be colorless, it should be omnipotent. No mere human could dye it black. This Holy Grail has always been like this. The moment it is opened up, it will pour from the Grail without end, causing an unimaginable catastrophe.
No mere human could dye it black, but a servant could have. But that's for another game. Anyway.
You'd have to be a super edgy servant.
This is the Holy Grail's true form. It is filled with all manner of malignancy, with things that curse the world and mankind indiscriminately. No one can control such a thing.
What is he talking about? If that's true, he didn't become a master because he had a wish to fulfill, but instead just so he could open this thing? Kotomine, what is your wish?
And as the music randomly cuts out here.
Grind my teeth and glare at him. He smiles wider.
For fun, I suppose.
It's such a simple answer.
Because Kotomine is not deep.
No, again,
Yeah.
Like, great villain, but
Yeah.
simple.
Very simple, man.
What?!
Is that not clear? Alright, let's take, for instance, music. Why do you feel pleasure from music, Shirou Emiya?
What the hell?
How about books? What do you think stories draw? Why do you think stories draw people in?
I don't know. I don't read books.
What? I've never thought about that sort of thing before. I've read oh, Shirou, there are so many YouTube essays that you could watch on the subject.
Indeed. There is little call to consider such things. Various forms of entertainment, things that please humans. They are all enjoyable because they were created by humans. Listen, all creation springs from humans, from their own capabilities. That means the most enjoyable, pleasurable things are humans themselves. Humans, particularly in extras, are the great source of entertainment. By comparison, entertainment humans create is but a pale shadow. Oh yes, music, stories, love, hate, trust, betrayal, morality, immorality, illusion, and truth. These are no more than impurities. Such things are second-rate as entertainment goes, hardly worthy of consideration. I want humans themselves to be my entertainment. None of the rest interests me.
Guys, Kotomine doesn't get his dopamine hit from all the other stuff anymore, so now he's taking it to killing people.
I am doing the hardest run. The Holy Grail. I am snorting coke off the rim of the Holy Grail. And thus, such excess and extravagance must be trimmed away. You are familiar with the notion of one's life flashing before one's eyes, yes? It is precisely that. The only moment a human has any value is when they are on the brink of death. All their lives are spent building up momentum until they finally jump and reach for the skies. In that moment, they are dazzling. It is that moment I desire most. That is what you have always sought. As you all feed on peace, I live by consuming this star's light.
Seeing the priest give such a sermon, his arms spread wide, is strange to say the least.
Yorokobe, shonen.
Chill runs down my back, not from what he said. Honestly, knowing what I know about you, that tracks.
You're just saying big words, Kotomine, because I'm not smart.
And that's the punchline.
Seeing him like that, talking about human beings and seeming somehow sacred is what's giving me chills. So you're saying...
Yes. That fire 10 years ago, not bad. A little small in scale, but it still gave me a rush of exhilaration. I've never experienced anything like it before. Not even when I killed my wife. And so...
No, remember when he didn't kill his wife.
Not even when my wife killed herself, sorry. Yeah. I don't know my own lore.
Mm-hmm. Well, at this point, I don't think he does know his own lore. I don't think Natsu thought it through until Hollow Ataraxia.
Look, I have killed so many people who are close to me. I get them mixed up, okay?
That's why they probably took my daughter away. Gonna be honest.
I killed my dad. I killed Rin's father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I killed Iris Field. you would be your stepmother.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I have killed pretty much at least one person who is important to everyone in the main cast.
And he's like, I wanted to kill my daughter too, but I don't know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure she'll never probably show up in the series ever again, I'm sure.
No. Definitely not later this year.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of hell that causes souls to burst, allowing humans to shine their brightest. Do you not want to bear witness to such a glorious sight, Shirou Emiya?
No, not really.
What do you think? Do you not agree that the dying, agonized shrieks of humans, wallowing in their regret, fill your breast with the most indescribable pleasure?
No, not really.
You... Bullshit! That day... How could he ever describe the hell of that day like that? So you finally understand. Warped though it may be, there is no one in this world who loves humans more than I. And so, there is no one more worthy of the Holy Grail than I.
The priest smiles, pleased with himself. Is he saying that he thinks all those people dying helplessly was a wonderful, beautiful thing? Oh, I understand, all right. I focus on my feet. Every muscle in my legs tenses, ready to break into a sprint. I understand that you deserve to die! I surge forward as fast as I can. He's a little less than 10 meters away. If I just head straight at him, I can...
Well,
Here we go again. I throw myself sideways. I want to just kill him.
damn, you're really putting the oomph in those lines, yeah. Because it's serious, man. A lot of serious stuff happening.
Am I cutting... Is it not cutting out?
It's not... I mean, you sounded a little robotic at, like, some of Kotamine's lines, but overall, I don't think it's cutting out, at least.
Okay, good, because I changed my mic settings to try and fix that, so...
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I'm doing that, it's like, A, it's emotional, but also B, it's like, I'm testing to see if my microphone actually works well.
Alright.
My instincts kick in, saving me from death. Ah! I go tumbling across the ground, scrambling to look up. That was...
No, ew, gross.
I glance back at where I'd just been running. The ground is on fire.
The ground is lava!
The dark mud spreading over the lake is steaming. It is literally lava. It's like a dark carpet. The mud coils and lunges at me, snapping like a whip. It leaves a searing welt on the ground. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh god, I can't get the voice.
Oh no.
I should have mentioned that you were already well within my reach. Moreover, this stuff is extremely responsive to the presence of living things. Dart around all you like, but if you are not careful as you do so, you will die.
Yeah! I leap out of the way of the black mud as it strikes at me once again. To hell with the darting around blindly. This bastard's intent on killing me. You damn fake priest! I reposition myself, keeping an eye on the lake. I'm no closer to Kotamine. Looks like he's going to keep me 10 meters away. That muddy tentacle seems to be able to stretch endlessly.
Gross.
It follows no matter how far I retreat, and it's not the only one.
Oh, are you ready to face me? Good, I'm pleased. Had you just walked away, I would have had no choice. I would have had no way to kill you. But if you desire to fight, I have no issue. I am, after all, a humble servant of God, and could never kill one seeking salvation or aid.
Do you even hear yourself? I don't think that quite fits for a guy who has no problem attacking someone while their back's turned. He's probably remembering what happened with Lancer when I say that. Kotamine laughs as if impressed.
Ah, yes. I got rather fed up with you at that point. We didn't put this off any longer. To be honest, Shirou, I had hopes for you. On the night Rin brought you to the church, I even felt the hand of fate at work. You have no idea the joy I felt when I learned that you were Kuritsugu's son, and so like him as well.
Kiritsugu up in hell? I resent that. My child is nothing like me. I specifically told him not to be like me.
By the way, why did you not bring your guns? Is it because of gun control here in Japan? 10 years ago, I didn't get my wish. I never expected a chance to get my revenge on Kuritsugu like this.
The tentacle twists toward me. It looms over the lake, its sickle-shaped head like a dark serpent. I bite my lip. I'm in about the worst possible situation here. More and more tentacles emerge from the lake. I'm not sure how much longer I can even survive, to say nothing of getting near Kotamine.
You obviously have no chance at winning. The gap in our experience is considerable, unless you have some major factor which can multiply your experience. that difference will not be easily overcome.
The priest raises his hands. He stares at the heavens like a conductor leading an orchestra.
Put your life on the line. Maybe then you will be able to reach me.
The serpents surge forward.
Woo.
Meanwhile,
On the other side of things, there are swords everywhere. Dang, Shirou would be
Spark.
so happy if he were here.
sparks fly in all directions. The Golden Knight steps back, evading a series of savage attacks executed with astonishing skill. She must have seen it as an opening.
I heard sparks. Yeah, there are sparks everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many of you sparks. Look at all the sparks just hanging around, floating.
Mm-hmm. Saber twists away from a short sword fired at her and takes a step toward her enemy.
Yeah? That's not right. That's fine, though.
Her shout tears through space. Her sword strikes like a comet.
I think it probably should have been ha. I think that's ha is more of the ones that her attacks are in FGO. So it's a ha, not a ya. They messed that up.
Or maybe, I mean, who knows? We don't know what the original Japanese... We'd have to see what the original Japanese was to know for sure.
Yeah.
She presses the attack on the Golden Knight. He stumbles backward, overwhelmed by her skill and ferocity.
The chihuahua.
Her sword dances. A chihuahua with a knife. So titanic is the strength behind her every blow. Each could shatter boulders, smash down the walls of even the most impregnable fortress. And yet... the myriad deadly weapons appearing from behind her enemy turn aside every strike.
So annoying!
So
oh, that's you.
Yeah. So annoying. Gilgamesh slips back from the onslaught, another sword in his hand. It's easy enough for her to repel his strikes. But she can't meet his attacks directly. Each of the enemy's weapons has abilities she simply does not know. Being struck by a weapon and not knowing what it might do is suicide.
It's okay, Saber. Not even Gilgamesh knows what they do.
Saber steps away from her cornered enemy to compose herself. Gilgamesh, on the other hand, is not at all troubled and picks himself up. You are nothing if not persistent, woman. Can you not see how futile this all is? Gilgamesh shows no sign of fatigue. To him, this battle is merely a bit of entertainment. That is a great image. That is a great picture of Gilgamesh, by the way. Like, that is peak Gilgamesh.
Peak Gilgamesh.
He can't very well feel nervous or tired when he knows with perfect certainty that he will win. It is another matter entirely for Saber. She knows that her only shot at victory is now. Before her enemy starts taking this seriously.
It is always his biggest downfall.
Yep. It's like, that is the only way to beat Gilgamesh. You have to kill him by surprise before he gets serious.
That's why if Gilgamesh is ever the servant of a main protagonist, the other people are borked.
She needs to defeat Gilgamesh before he can use Ea, or she will lose. And so, even knowing that it may be impossible, she does not relent in her onslaught, giving no thought to her own stamina. This isn't the first time she's cornered her enemy, or the second. But she's never been able to break through his wall of noble phantasms. Do you intend to keep going? It is all fine and good to be loyal to your lord, but surely even that has its limits. Kotomine must have killed the mongrel by now. You have no reason to keep fighting.
My master is still alive. Shirou not fall to a master like that, man!
It's only a matter of time. You do not know the true nature of the Holy Grail. Even I have trouble handling that thing. The boy won't last a minute again. You have no hope of besting me, just as the child has no hope of besting Kotamine. You have mistaken your roles. Were it you facing the Holy Grail now, the battle would have been yours. There is no amusement in the Golden Knight's eyes. He is serious. But that's wrong. To Saber, the choice itself was a mistake.
Nonsense! This was the correct choice. You will no more defeat me than that corpse of a man will defeat Shirou. How the mighty king of heroes has fallen, hoping for what is yet to take place.
Oh, so you still have strength enough for such impudence. The air around Gilgamesh twists and distorts. More and more noble phantasms appear behind him.
Here he comes.
She adjusts her grip on her sacred sword. In truth, there is a way. There's only one way to defeat that Golden Knight.
But in order to do so...
For her plan to succeed, certain conditions must be met. Even if she takes out Aya, he will still be able to defend against her attack if he has any energy left. She would have to take Aya's attack head-on again to be sure whether it's even possible to defeat.
Take another strike from Aya? That's preposterous. Even with my sheath returned, I could not possibly survive that attack.
But there is no other way to win. It is just a matter of how to spin that thin thread of hope into real victory. Normally, her intuition would show her the best route, and she would act in accordance with what she sees. But that intuition is no help now. Perhaps her chances for victory are so slim that her intuition cannot show her the path.
Intuition, it's like a level A- skill that I have. Anyway. Ugh.
But she still has to fight. She has to keep fighting for Shirou, who surrendered his own defense by returning the sheath to her. She cannot let this man defeat her. It appears that to convince you, I must confront you with absolute defeat. Even more weapons appear behind Gilgamesh. Every single one aims towards Saber, moving without Gilgamesh even touching them. Before, only the hilts were visible, but now the blades emerge, awaiting their master's command. This is the way knights should fight. Gilgamesh was never a swordsman. His many noble phantasms are deployed within time and space, become bullets under their master's command. This is why he is an archer. He is the strongest in that regard. Dodge these if you can. If you're lucky, they'll only impale your limbs.
Pew, 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 pew. Huh?
With a single command, a rain of swords descends on her with godlike speed.
British art.
Each of them possesses its own special fatal power.
Huh?
She evades every single one as if gracefully slipping between falling leaves. A sword from the front, a spear from the left, pole arms from above and below. A three-pronged sword sweeping at her in an arc. A hammer larger than her strikes toward her like a meteor. She blocks, parries, dodges, then twists away from the final attack. Saber's breathing is labored, and she struggles to regain her ground after being put on the back foot. At that moment, she sees something behind her enemy. Behind Gilgamesh. 47 noble phantasms are already deployed, all at the ready. She leaps with all her might. As if to prevent her from escaping, a flurry of noble phantasms race toward her, tearing up the earth. A torrent of noble phantasms slams into the ground one after another. Her armor is shattered, her gauntlet is split open, and even her greaves are impaled. Saber manages to avoid sustaining any fatal wounds, but in that moment she sees something even worse. Beyond the reign of noble phantasms, as if to finish off his exhausted prey, the King of Heroes draws his favorite sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Saber lets gravity carry her back to the ground. She lands hard and immediately pours magical energy into her sword. But she isn't sure she can make it in time. The wind howls, the blade of light emerges, and she raises her sword without waiting for the wind to finish unraveling.
Vixen?
She doesn't bother deflecting the rain of noble phantasms. She simply swings her sacred sword with all her might and all the swiftness she can muster. Enuma Elish! She's too late. Gilgamesh sweeps his other noble phantasms aside and swings Ea.
Dang, I can't believe we lost, chat.
Gah! I try to kick away the mud clinging to my ankles. My clothes are burnt, my skin is exposed. I jump away from the lunging tentacle. I can't feel my mud-coated right ankle, and I wasn't entirely sure I even still had my right leg until I used it to leap away. I check my body while I roll. Ankle? Okay, yeah, it's still there, I just can't feel it. It's more or less intact, I can probably still run. I jump into another direction to avoid the mud's relentless attacks. Beside me, I hear a splash. The scent of burning earth wakes my dizzy head, and I push myself back up to my feet. A burning sensation sears its way down my back! The hell? I shake it off and jump to the closest clear ground. The mud's pursuit relents. I can no longer see any of the black mud that surrounds me. I bite my lip. I dodged and ran all over the place, but in the end, I'm right back here. I calm my breathing and look up at him to at least show he hasn't broken my spirit. Kotamine has not moved at all. He's just watched me running around. No matter how many deep breaths I take, my heart won't stop pounding. It's warning me that it's at its limit. It needs rest. My heart is ready to burst if I don't rest. That's how rapidly it's thumping in my chest. It's all but jumping out of my mouth at this point. I'm actually in genuine pain here because my leg is asleep.
I mean, it is 9 o'clock. Do you want to give it... Do you want to stop here?
No, I'm fine. My leg is asleep. That's...
Okay.
I just gotta wait for the blood flow to get back into it. Pins and needles.
Ah.
We can keep going as long as you want.
I might, I don't know how much longer I've got in me, to be honest. I'm pretty exhausted.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You want to call it here?
Yeah.
Right.
I thought about, like, giving you guys, like, the full 2 hours still regardless, but guys, I'm pooped. I did so many things today. And as someone who is an introvert, doing more than 2 things in one day is exhausting.
That's 2 things.
Mm-hmm. 2 things. It's crazy. I'm a Persona protagonist, guys. I do the 2 things and then I pass out for the rest of it. Mood. Alright. Sorry that this is a really quick session, especially since we are so close. We can feel it. It's so
at least
close.
we got back to the point where we died last time.
Yeah, we're finally almost there. But thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been... Sorry this had to be a quick one. As I said, and elsewhere, my dogs are not feeling well. So that's why I had to make special dinner for them. So, alright. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Goodbye, everyone.
Where are my buttons? What are my buttons? See you soon. Bye.